YouTube, coming to you from Stratford, Connecticut. So we're gonna be setting up a church's live streaming rig. You know, the audio, the video, the cameras, everything, the whole 9 yards. So stay tuned. Yes, sir, Doc. Here with my main man.
What's up, man?
Isaiah.
Hey.
Yes, sir. This man's been growing, man, on keys. What?
Yeah. Yes,
sir, man. Say something to the people.
We're here in Stratford, Connecticut. This is my church right here. I'm the Apostolic International Ministries. I'm going to do some maintenance on my streaming and my live stream and whatever. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
So, all this stuff, these cables. So what we're gonna be doing is iPhone based setup. I brought one of my old iPhones. Got two. The church got two of those. Got some of this stuff. I got all this stuff a while ago. I just wasn't able to. I was unable to be here. What? We're here now. Uh-oh, how far is that? Okay, all right. So we're just gonna start setting up and. So what we're gonna be doing, right, is having a iPhone live streaming setup. So I'm just setting up all the tripods right now. And then we're gonna be switching them on the church's iPad. The church has an iPad. So the idea is once everything is on the same Wi-Fi connection, you can use this app that's called Switcher Studio, and then be able to switch all the angles from there. It's like the hub, you can follow the lower thirds and everything. And then in addition, we got the sound guy here too, so we're gonna try to make sure the live streaming mix is where it needs to be. Everything being direct line, just upgrading the quality of the setup, you know what I mean? Yeah. As children of God, we're called to give our best, you know what I mean? So God has blessed us, so we just keep going forward. So the plan with the angles is to have one straight shot, straight ahead, and now that they have more angles, the cameras are going to be asked to do a lot less, but the tripods are going to be, they're not going to have to swivel as much. They still have the option if they want to show a pan shot, they can, but so we're going to have one straight ahead, one for the musicians or the singers in that area, and then another one because they said they do announcements usually on a podium that's right here. They can show the announcements, and then they can also, the idea is maybe show the crowd from time to time, It's nice to have that option. So we're just gonna go forward, screwing all these heads on, setting everything up. So right here we have a charging station. It's Hercules Tough. It's nothing special. It's not the brand I really care about, but I wanna have a charging station for the designated iPods and iPhones, iPads, so that's the idea. They can charge them all here. If anyone wants to charge their phone, they should be able to as well. So you got all these things right here. Makes it a lot easier, because last thing we need is for the iPhones or iPads to break, or not break, I'm sorry, to die. I've never used this before, but I did see the need for that. So we're gonna set that up and then stay tuned. Alright, so this is the charging station. Got this all set up. So the idea is we're gonna put the phones again, the iPad in here. Anyone wants to charge their stuff, they can. Just set it all up, So we got, excuse me. So we got all these iPhones set up right here. Some old one I had. We got these shipped to us from Facebook Marketplace. Some old iPhones, refurbished. The idea is we want to have like dedicated stuff to just this stuff, you know what I mean? Because the last thing we need is a whole bunch of notifications coming in, and yeah, you would still put it in do not disturb, but who wants to keep their phone in do not disturb, you know what I mean? So, easiest thing was just to get these just specifically for this purpose. So we got 3 camera angles right here. And one thing I've learned too, it's not about the most crispy image, but if you have multiple angles, it kind of adds more to the experience. Like my church, we use some cheap camcorders, but there's a lot of angles, so it just kind of seems more expensive. I just don't want to be better. So we're here. We set up the camera stands and everything, routed all the cables. We set up the charging station. Now we're at the audio, trying to send a good monitor mix to the cameras and route it accordingly, you know? So stay tuned. Yeah, man, so while they're setting up the iPhones, you can show them real quick. While they're setting up those iPhones, I'm just like doing some tuning of the drum set, you know what I mean? Just trying to get clean tones out of it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's what we're doing. It doesn't have to be anything too perfect, but just at least so
Yeah.
when everything is mic'd,
Exactly.
it gives off a pleasant sound.
Yeah.
But also the miking, because it's such a small room, you really don't need to mic it for in the sanctuary. It's more for the live stream, or like the headphones or whatever.
Exactly.
Like at my church, we don't put the drums in the house.
Exactly.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the main purpose of it, just for
Yeah.
live and headphones. Okay, so so this is the Swisher Studio app. So we put some like templates in there, some images. Right now we just took down all the cameras and stuff, but the camera angles are in here. So it's a pretty intuitive setup, and it's set up and tear down ready if any church or any ministry would need to use it. And so I'll just like link like a finished product of it, you know. So that's a wrap, folks. We're leaving, and yeah, I gotta get back to Boston, but stay tuned for more content. Thank you guys for tuning in.